maps, and basically I record them and then post them on my website, and I like those apps and basically from class, you can access the notes at home, and actually record all my voice, as well as all my notes we do on the board simultaneously. And nice little resources available for them. Alright, so guys, as you guys are going through this, one of the things I want to talk about, which I think the seafloor spreading, are the previous beliefs. What do we believe that the ocean floor looked like unlike today? How did this really change our mindset? So one of the first things to so when we look at this then, right, the ocean floor has those iron minerals. And when they cool, they get stuck in a rock or bad assumption, magnetic fields. Now comes the cool part. What is the shape of most lake beds? Flat. So at this point in time, you know, when we think about, okay, what is the ocean floor like? It's basically one big bathtub. It's a big lake. So a lot of people thought it was probably just going to be flat. Not really a whole lot of features going into that. So it's kind of not really flat, boring bottom of the seafloor. What's going on? We also thought the Earth was unchanging. Molten lava coming out, right? As those iron mineral grains solidify. Really didn't see our planet as this dynamic, ever-changing north and world that we live in. Reverse polarity, those poles. We're going to show how seasons flip. We're going to talk about seasons. But when it came to reverse polarity, the actual, then at that point in time, it's not called geology of the Earth itself. We really didn't think it changed that much. So what we find is, and the other thing we did think, though, is that the ocean crust is much older than continental crust. So those were our three major beliefs. Two things I want you guys to pick up from this image. Seafloor spreading. And this is during this era, we're talking about during middle World War II. So this is all of our previous beliefs right up to this point. And then thanks to some new technologies that were developed by the military at that time, specifically by the Navy, we actually start to unravel the concept of what the ocean floor looked like, and really start challenging our belief system. So this is really kind of new ideas. It's kind of like you guys are really big into science, and you might be reading some science articles. What do you mean by this is a big deal. We just found something brand new. This is exactly what it would have been like during this era. So when we look at this, when we start getting new information, one thing scientists have to do then is say that we've got some new information coming in on a regular basis. Now, what are we going to do with it? All the time. What does that mean? What does that do? How are we going to rethink our concept history? We're under normal polarity. So one of those new technologies was sonar. And sonar is an acronym for sound navigation and ranging. What was the original purpose of sonar? Austin? Yeah, we were expecting to send out these signals down to the ocean water and hopefully hitting a substance and bouncing back up, letting us know that there's something down there. But when they started doing this, most of the time there's not a submarine around. So they're taking this information from the seafloor, and when they started mapping this out, we got this really cool feedback from all over the world. That these are just a minute. I do want to make sure we do talk about this concept of really how sonar works. The sound travels at a very specific speed through water, and it doesn't really change. So now the signal, the eruption, all the surface bounces back up, and all we got to do is figure out how long iron so that it tells us. So imagine our little ship right here, sending the signal down to point A. So the eruptions don't rather if it was sitting on top of B. All they do is, which one's going to take much longer to switch? Okay, ready? Hey, clearly it's going down farther. It's going to have a much farther time to get back. So this is where we start getting this concept that things that take longer, another piece I want you guys to look at, less time. If this is the ridge right here. So after basically crisscrossing the entire ocean, we start getting these little tiny images of a small area. What do you guys see inside that image?
It's identical. Yeah, which tells us that when it comes out of the mid-ocean ridge, it's pushing the rock.
In this case, it's not actually a thermal image.
So what does that tell you about
the colors that you see there are representing different topographies and different elevations.
What's it talking about their age?
Well, what do you guys clearly see inside here?
There we go. The farther you are off from the ridge, the
It could
older
be.
the rocks.
I think what you'll see
Closer
there,
to the ridge.
I'll zoom in a little bit more on that.
Which makes sense. It's where the rock is created, so of course that's going to be the new rock. Yes.
How you're talking about?
What features do you guys see?
So wouldn't that be?
Definitely see a lot of cracks.
What else?
I don't know.
Because doesn't it seem like it would do that if it was to have how ours was like
Awesome.
this house, where it was like was that full of it?
Yeah, there's a lot of ripples kind of going through it. And you kind of look at this. You guys ever seen a mountain that's not really a big mountain, it's really like Colorado mountains, but small, tiny sets of mountains, right? And I have these gullies that kind of go down the sides of them, right? Where water's
Without a doubt that
you kind of see the same feature coming down through here.
To me,
Right along this
I don't even
very
know
large
what
crack
causes it.
right through there. You notice that right up here in this corner, we also have some more fracture lines. And there's one more thing on here called paleomagnetism. And all that is, paleomagnetism is basically here we have the study
transform
of Earth's magnetic fields. There's exactly. So now if you look at this, we can clearly state that our first assumption that the ocean is flat is clearly blowing out of water. And, alright, so that was the new technology. A lot of features underneath that water that allowed us to get some new information off the ocean floor. Well, then we start down here, great age of oil drill. This is kind of what we see all over. We start drilling into the ocean crust. What I want you guys to do, we're going to take another look at that image closer.
What does that tell us about the rocks?
This will probably go off.
Two things we can learn from this. Two things.
One, we put that
We
together.
can learn
What do you know
the age
some
of
of
the
these
rocks.
bright yellow or orange lines?
And what we find out is the rocks that are closer to the ridge
Yeah,
are newer
like
than the
spots.
rocks away from the ridge.
That's a big concept. Make sure you know that.
Other spots.
In this
Rocks
case, the
closer to the
yellow is
ridge
actually
are
a shallow
younger than the rocks away from the ridge.
indication.
Bro,
Mountain ranges.
What's special
And in
about
fact,
the
right
mountains?
now, our oldest ocean floor is only
180
180
million years old.
If we go over to the other side of this,
How old is the Earth? 4.5 what? Billion. 4.5 billion. Yet,
we look at this on the other
the
side.
oldest
we can see
ocean
that being
crust is
traced
how
out.
old?
180 million.
That's a little interesting.
Has nothing to do with that. Yeah, so when we started looking at this thing, we started saying, okay, all right, let's see what we have in front of us here. So when we look,
It's not even
this is
basically
one year. And it's this is kind of interesting. Why?
Higher globe.
Now, remember we talked about the scientists are
So we haven't
scrambling
quite
to come up
figured
with
out.
answers? This is a big one right here.
So,
Remember, we're going to keep
What was
moving
one of the
on.
major assumptions we thought about the age of the ocean?
So that was kind of sonar. Actually, like I said, the sonar
one of the first
was one of those pieces
older than
that allowed us to see
Yeah,
what
we
the
thought it
ocean
was
floor
much
looked like.
older than
And
the
it certainly
continents.
wasn't what it should have been.
And
And
it
it
wasn't
wasn't
flat.
flat. Much younger. So that's one piece of the puzzle. So that throws that one off. The next, this whole concept is called a magnetometer. There's brand new ideas.
From your
All
research
the
earlier,
time,
what you guys learned about
challenging the
magnetometers?
status quo of geology. It's a
Right.
really kind of an interesting, dynamic topic to be talking about. Now,
Why?
yeah,
Tell me, now again, you guys know about
okay, so it was
plate tectonics,
basically
so
meant to
assume you
pick
guys
up the magnetic field, right?
Why is there
So
such a discrepancy?
we look at that, and that's the whole point of that.
What makes up for that difference?
Why do you think that our oldest crust
So we're
is
basically
only
180 million years old.
Well, this device
Where
does
did we go?
basically picks up on these small changes within the magnetic field. And this
That goes
is
somewhere.
a really neat discovery. Really cool
What do you guys
discovery.
know about plate tectonics?
We knew that at this point in time, thanks to sonar, we knew that
Go underground. Why did we go under the
We
ground?
knew that they had some topography
It melts. It
somewhere.
gets destroyed.
But this really
They
starts to
recreated
develop
somewhere
a
else.
whole new understanding.
So this old crust is constantly getting destroyed. And spewed
One thing I
back
want
out
you guys to
somewhere
understand
else.
is that the magnetic
So
field
that's
we
why our
have
ocean crust is so
in
young.
our
It's being
register
destroyed all the time.
iron, right? Think about your compass.
Brandon, you ever used a compass before?
you have like
Oh, absolutely.
Never seen the compass.
It's not in your lifetime.
Okay, that's
But we will.
I had to find my compass. It was actually kind of cool. Now, what I like about the compass is basically you have this iron needle, and it's in the back and toss. What does it do? All right. As I spin around, what does that needle do?
He's gonna have his body
He's playing north, right? So it's
No, electricity will allow it. Alright, here we go. Next question. How many guys have an attic? How many guys put stuff in your attic? Okay, next question. Put something in your attic a year ago. Put something in your attic a month ago. Talk to me about the dust that's collected on those two objects.
Okay, so we have these loose mineral grains of iron, and they start aligning themselves to the North Pole. Correct?
Yeah, you have more time to accumulate.
Once that
Next piece of evidence supporting seafloor spreading. We started drilling closer to the ocean
Now,
ridges.
what happens?
We found out that the layer of sediments, the mud, as on top of the bedrock, was very, very thin. Compared to 400 meters at the trench. So you have this much at the trench, and you have this much at the ridge. Again, telling us that basically the trenches had more time to accumulate that sediment.
In the iron,
And now we'll put this all together.
into
seafloor spreading. The concept of seafloor spreading.
So the south end of that aligns itself to the north, so the north and south are track. So the tiny little mineral grain flips itself. So it's
Basically this. This is the concept I want you guys to know about seafloor spreading.
Pulls out point to the south.
New oceanic crust is created at the ridges, and the old is destroyed at the trenches.
Oh,
Here, created at the ridge, destroyed at the trench. That's the concept of seafloor spreading. Now notice, did any of this talk about continental
So when we look at this
drift?
we have those iron.
No, because right now those are two separate theories.
And when they cool, they get stuck in a rock.
Okay, so at the end of our day today, we have two separate theories. Now comes the really cool part.
Yeah.
Like that comments. Watch the videos. Alright.